everybody. It's good to see all of you. As I said yesterday, we have a phenomenal artist today, Besnik. Besnik's a wonderful artist. He's also a brand ambassador. His work is, I love his work with the huge brushes and how he just does such phenomenal work in such a small amount of time. So please ask Besnik any questions you may have on the Facebook side, because I know you can't just hit a button and talk. I'm going to ask Angela if she would, actually, I'm going to ask Ashley if she would bring over any questions along with Letiza. So if you have questions, we'll bring those over to Besnik. Besnik, with that, welcome. Good to see you. Always good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, John. It's always a
Besnik's
pleasure
also
and
a
a big
professor.
honor to be here.
Besnik's also a professor. So he's a professor of art.
Yeah, I just came back from classes with students. So it's always a pleasure being with all of you guys here. Thank you so much, John and Catherine and everyone for supporting each other and us. And so it goes this way, very nice way of doing the artwork and getting socialized. So I'm gonna be waiting for any questions. I will try to answer. Uh, Whatever you, John, propose to go further, maybe to show some of my works Ethel prepared already as a PDF, I suppose, and then I will showcase them also directly in the other camera, and then
Yeah.
try to do some painting.
Besnik, it's your hour and you use it any way you like.
Yeah, okay, maybe Ethel will
Yes.
start with showing some of your paintings. Let's see what she prepared.
Yeah. And we'd love our friends to follow you on Instagram. Just look for Besnik Semiley and Facebook as well. It's the same handle. These are the latest artworks that we've included in the slide, Besnik. So we begin with this piece. If you could share something about the artwork.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ethel, for preparing this file. So this one is one of my gouache series, lately done before a few months, something like 3-4 months. As you already know, I am in love also with gouaches. I try to do some different view of mixes of Bologna and some a little bit of imaginative landscape. I didn't want to make like pure the cityscape of Bologna. So whatever I do in my paintings, I always try to be good in composition. So not to mention also the color values, how to play with the composition by adding violet here, red there, blue, or so it goes like that. Also, I always mention the brushstroke, which is one of the most important things in the artwork that I do. So this is the gouache. Let's go further. This is pure watercolor. I painted Urbino. I have very good memories of this year's trip in Italy. I met so many friends, so many lovely people there, and I really enjoyed. So I took this painting for very good memories, and I also have another paintings from the trip. And I just want to say one more time, I am so grateful that we had such a crazy good time with Catherine, John, and Angela, going around so many beautiful places in Italy for about a week or 10 days. Was it, John, like that? Something like that? This one is another gouache. It's a view of Venice. So it's the same things that I try to do in my paintings. I always try to do the composition first to try to make the to say the real values of the whites and the play with the different colors, different brush strokes, and so on. So it's a view of Venice, a little bit in more abstract or more expressive ways.
Very nice.
Beautiful, Besnik.
Thank you so much. This is another piece. It's also from Venice Waters, a gouache. I will show them also in my camera, the same ones. These are pure watercolors. I have used in this in the left that you are having on your screen. I also used the masking liquid in the beard of this guy with the eyeglasses. and try to play with different beautiful colors. As you can see, I'm in love with these granulations of hematite, of lunars, and so on. The other portrait hasn't been used the masking liquid. So yeah, let's go further, please. Atul, thank you so much. This is my latest work of portraits. Here I have painted one of my good friends, Mahmoud. He's an organizer of one of very nice events in Finike. I got this photo of him he sent to me, and then I got inspired because I like the um, light, and then I like the combination. I try to do very graphical, high value of graphical content by mixing the masking liquid and the lunar black effects in the beard. Oh, so these two I did last night. So today I'm gonna try to do something like this. I got inspired by combining some abstract background, which will be a tulip theme that I painted a lot of times, and to incorporate a portrait. I am satisfied till now what I did, not too much, because I want to make the portrait more expressive and abstract way. But let's see. It will be experiment for tonight's demo. It's gonna be something like this.
Wonderful.
So okay, I'm gonna go to the other camera part, and then we'll show you directly the other paintings. Is everything okay? Audio, everything good?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is one of my demos that I had the last time. I had some issues with Wi-Fi. It was my mistake, but because it was automatically connected to some other Wi-Fi in the neighborhood, I tried to make the place more cozy and um, more space in the first floor of my house, but I had the issue with Wi-Fi. Any of you that has been in that demo that I had, you already know that I had some technical issues. That that painting that I showed is from my city, Pristina. This is another view of my city, Pristina. It's pure watercolor. This is Isa Bolitini is his name, one of the Albanian heroes.
And Nick, what size are these?
These are full sizes, 76
sheet,
by
wow.
56. You see? Sorry, it doesn't show the whole because the whole size because the camera is in landscape, but you see the beautiful effects of our beautiful colors that we are using. Another portrait. All of these, as you can see, are full size. Another portrait. Here, as you can see, I used masking liquid.
It's very good to see so many portraits. Such a variety. Bravo.
Thank you so much. So I have some gouaches, a little bit trying to copy or get inspired by Picasso. Of course, this is not the value that Picasso did, but just trying to do some shapes in the cubic style.
Besnik, when you start your gouaches, how do you approach them?
It's very simple, just like I would do the oil painting, but this gives me also the possibility to play. Even in oil painting, when I want to do more transparent, I just dissolve with a special liquids that we use for oils. We can also imitate the watercolor. But as you know, the gouache is, not to say a little bit easier technically, but maybe a little bit, I don't know how to, if we say a little bit easier, I don't know how to describe. Maybe we can say a little bit easier, because if you make a mistake, it's a bit easier to fix that mistake. But since we also have watercolor ground, now it's easier to do also to fix the mistakes even in the watercolor.
What
So
kind of paper are you using for the washes?
the Baohong. I always use Baohong. So this was the one that you saw it in the.
And is it hot press or cold press?
Different. When I want to have less the structure, like this kind of tones, when I want to have them more flat, I use the hot press, as you know, as you also use it. So it's a matter of that, whether you want to have the structure of the paper or not. So in gouaches, I don't chase for that kind of structure.
I love that sky.
Thank you so much. It's pure, like with a palette. We'll show it again with a palette, just the play in the abstract way, let's say. Here I have mixed, here gouache, here more transparent.
Besnik, you have so many good comments online. The most recent being from Sketches and Scrubs. They look amazing. I love the way you use gouache. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is another portrait.
So
This is another watercolor, but differently. Just trying to do some different shapes of the face. Then this is the portrait that you saw it, that I mentioned that I used the masking liquid here in the beard. It's the full size, 76 by 56. You see the granulation, the beautiful effects of the lunar black, and then here hematite, and then mixing the masking liquid with these beauties here. And you already know the background of lunar black effect. And this one, the latest portrait of Mahmoud Dundar that I mentioned. Here I also used, what I love in this painting that I did is this graphical content that came very beautiful by mixing the masking liquid and the granulation of lunar black that it gives. So, okay, I will show you this other two that I have been experimenting. So tonight I will use this block to do the painting. I will do something like this. I will play with the background of a theme that I did like many times, the tulip theme, and try to do the portrait of, I said it before, I'm not like too satisfied with that because I want to make it more abstract, more expressive shape of the portrait. But since I came with this idea, I will do first the drawing of the portrait by pencil and do then the painting with a watercolor and also the background.
Besnik, what size are you working on and which paper today?
May I show it? It's this
Yes.
Baohong. It's the block, you see, it's a block. It's Baohong, rough, this kind. So this size goes on the back. It's the first page, so I'm gonna start here.
It's half sheet, isn't it?
It is 46 by 61. You see it here?
That's good. Yeah,
46, 61.
millimeters.
Yeah, millimeters. So, okay, let's start to do some painting. First, I'm going to draw. As you can see, there is no drawing, no any other lines. Is it all visible, the paper?
Yes.
As I can see, yes.
Yes.
So I will use, usually when I do a drawing with pencil, I then use some specific pencil. I just am going to use this 6H maybe for not so visible lines. 4B will give a bit tougher lines, so I will use 6H. I will start first to do the composition of the portrait. I will try to do the same as I did in the other one. Try to do a feminine face. I think it goes more with the tulip, and use a little bit more feminine colors. Cannot say that some specific color is more feminine or masculine, but I will try to use more of the lilacs and some beautiful blues.
Like you're sketching it in front of us, Besnik.
Thank you, Stella. So the face would be something like this. I won't be adding more details on the face. As you can see, it's I'm not using any photo as a reference. I'm just doing an imaginative portrait. It's not something special that I'm doing. I'm just trying to mix that background with the portrait. Okay. Now I'm going to talk a little bit for the colors. I will use as a first wash this beautiful ochre that I would definitely propose. I know that there are so many crazy good painters in our society and around the watercolor uh, world. But for me personally, I really love this Verona Gold Ochre. And I will be mixing it with the Italian Burnt Sienna, which is here most of the time, and try to get only by mixing these two colors, shades of the face, of the skin. So Verona Gold Ochre is here, and I'm gonna start. So in here, I have Italian Burnt Sienna. First, I'm trying to do the first wash of the portrait. How much time do I have? Hello?
More than 30.
More than 30? John promised you guys that I'm gonna do 20 paintings, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to do 20 paintings tonight.
19 is good.
Impossible.
We can always hope to see so much.
Okay. Now I will use this kind of brush to work more in more expressive background. Of course, I didn't finish because this is like just the first layer here. I will use in this part phthalo green, blue shade, which is more contrasted color. In the other part, I will use cobalt teal blue. So first I'm starting with cobalt teal blue and then with phthalo green.
Besnik, would you be willing to share with us how you choose your colors?
I always say there are so many beautiful colors, so it's not such a big problem to choose when you have such a beautiful, crazy, good varieties of colors. Whether using one or two colors, it's more than enough for me. So even now, I could do the whole tulip theme only with cobalt teal blue because just by itself, it's so beautiful. So that's it. I'm just trying always to be combining different colors, and how you would achieve this is by joining our live demos that we are doing, especially on Thursdays. Through you guys, I have got so much inspiration because I saw a lot of mixes that you are doing, and that's it. I don't know. I really don't have an idea how to express it or how to say the right way of choosing the right color.
You still think of adjacent and complementary colors and warm and cool?
Of course, we know those things. Everyone knows that. Talking about complementary and other things, but I never stick to those rules. For example, talking about the paintings that I have shown before, I always try to use intuition to get the values of the good composition by combining. If in one side there is some specific color, I always try to get good shape and good combination by mixing, by experimenting with the color. So there is not some specific formula that I do it.
But
And
you
being honest,
intuitively balance them, Besnik. I
yes,
believe that is after years. You don't think about that much, but you still
yes,
intuitively do it.
yes. I said it. It comes like an intuition, maybe from the experience. Not maybe, but it's definitely it comes to everyone from personal experience. How you choose, how you play with colors. Okay. Here in this background, I will add pinch of wisteria mixed with black tourmaline, just a tiny pinch, just to make very, very light color.
And you do know your colors, and you do know what they do and how they mix and how they work together and all
Yeah,
their qualities and characters.
yeah, of course.
We have a question on Facebook from Reba asking, Is he using neat paint from the tube or dried paint in the palette? Thank you.
I never heard this, but I am using meat. So it's the color from the tube, not from the palette. I always do like that.
Besnik, I can
Yes.
see you're being strategic in the dampness of your paper. You started wet on wet, and then you did dry brushing with your beautiful bold colors, and now you're going very wet again. Can you share your thought process behind the choices you're making with the moisture that the moisture control? I feel like this is one of the hardest skills as a watercolorist. Can you show us what's going on in your mind with the problem solving? Thank you.
Like, for example, in portrait, I did first wet and dry. Here, wet and dry. Here, I wetted because I wanted to have more lighter color and more dissolved. Here, I wanted to have the more scratchy brush stroke, and that's it. Whenever I want to have more scratchy, more expressive brush stroke, is very simple as that. We always use dry on wet and dry. And when trying to get something like this background, more softer tones, we need to paint wet on wet. It's very simple as that in my mind. I don't know, maybe others think the other way, but this is the thing how I do it. Go with the rose of ultramarine.
Okay. Before the rain starts, I'm ready to bicycle to Worthington and get my documents.
Okay.
Before the rain starts, I'm ready to bicycle to Worthington and get my documents.
Okay.
Hey, Besnik.
Yes, John?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure my volume was working. Thank you.
Okay.
Besnik, you said something about feminine and masculine colors that intrigued me. Could you elaborate on that?
No, and then I fixed that because I said there is no feminine and no masculine colors. So I fixed it, Stella.
I
Immediately
never
after.
color masculine, so I got intrigued.
Immediately after I said it, I tried to fix that, and I said there is maybe no feminine and no masculine colors that gets related to feminism or masculinity. Maybe for me.
I think a part that I appreciate a lot about the time that we spend together is seeing how people handle the brush. Right there, Besnik turning and curving the brush and applying pressure and carving out the profile in his brush skill. I learned so much from this. Thank you. We have a comment on Facebook complimenting the composition from Tom. Very interesting composition, Besnik.
Thank you. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, because I heard Ashley, or I don't know, somebody, like the voice was getting disconnected. So my audio is okay, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're just stunning.
Jane said that rose of ultramarine for the hair is a stunning color. It complements nicely with the teal next to it.
Besnik, as a professor, what's the most important thing you try to communicate to your students?
With my students.
Yes.
Well, I give lessons to students of architecture, and each year there are plenty of them, like around 300. I teach them basics of the composition, of how to measure, how to get the proper measures, like the width, the height, the perspective of the objects, because that's the most important thing in the architecture, like getting to know the cityscape, how to measure, how to get the real perspective. And then we work also in the portrait. I teach them a few tips how to get the proper measuring of the face, and a bit of anatomy. So it's the first semester, the first grade. I was involved also in the fine arts. There I have been teaching the how to approach abstract thinking, expressive thinking, and to do the composition more in, let's say, contemporary approach, contemporary style. How much time is left?
About
20.
17.
20.
You have time for another painting, Besnik.
Yes.
No, no, I need to work more on the face. It's impossible to do 20 paintings as John proposed last night.
Huh,
Sorry for that, John. I cannot do.
that's okay.
Nick, Tom is asking what color you used for the eyeshadow.
Shadow violet.
Very fitting. Besnik, there is a question.
Yes.
Do you ever listen to music while creating? And if so, what kind?
Uh, Always when I paint, I listen to music and it really inspires me. Maybe it will sound funny, but I always listen to electronic music. Those, like the famous DJs and like the dance electronic music. That kind of music really gives me a good vibe and gives me more energy to paint, especially if I do paintings, which I usually do during like late night. Of course, I use the headphones. So that's my favorite music. But tonight, it's impossible to put that music because it could be very loud. Huh?
Would you be willing to also speak to your thought process with leaving white on the paper? Thank you.
Oh, that's really, to be honest, maybe I didn't understand the question, or as I understood it, I am not able to answer it because I really cannot answer. It's a issue that it comes from experience. There is no way to explain how to leave the white in watercolor. If that was the question. Was that the question, Ashley? Sorry, I didn't get. Was it?
This is Anna Marie asking, and I see.
Anna Marie, sorry.
No problem. We have the same accent.
Yes.
I see you choose to leave white paper carefully. Can you talk about your thought process through that decision? Thank you.
I don't know really if anyone would be able to explain it, how to measure that or how to calculate that. It just comes from experience. When I first started, it was a little bit tough to measure that, to leave the tones, the grayer tones or the softer tones or the harder tones. So it comes with experience. You get to know the process, and that's it. There is not some kind of measurements that I do, how to calculate the whites and so on. So I just try to be careful to go in that way how the watercolor should be.
It's almost like a dry brush effect. When the areas where you leave the white, it's like dry brush and it gives us very sparkling effect. Very beautiful.
Well, were you asking about this kind of specific whites?
Yes.
So yeah, this comes from dry brush. As I said it before, when I want to get this kind of scratchy effect or more dry brush, it always goes wet on dry. And that's it.
And probably using rough paper contributes to that texture as well.
Yeah, it gives more contribution, but whether I use the hot press or cold press, using specific brushes, you can get the effect. It's not only related just to paper, at least for me. I can do this kind of scratchy and this kind of effects, whether be it any kind of structure of the paper. It's not some difficult issue to get that kind of effect.
Besnik, your bestie Barbie is here.
My Angela Barbie is here. Hello, Angela.
Hello there. Managed to
Hello.
catch your last the last minutes of your demo. It's beautiful. Well done.
You like it? Thank you so much, Angela. It's always
Very,
a
very
pleasure
much.
to have you nearby and do the paintings together.
Yeah, for me too.
I really missed your voices and the energy that you give us.
Well, here I am.
Okay, you see now I'm getting more energetic with my brush strokes. Look at that.
Thank you for making my portrait.
Oh my God, if it looks similar to you, this is a gift to you then.
I'm just joking.
Okay, if you like it, take it as
Beautiful.
that. It will be a gift for you.
It's
You are my
beautiful.
special Barbie.
Yeah. The only barber.
Okay, I won't rush. I need to get more details in the face here. I want to make it more, a little bit realistic with the queen red, very light, but I need to get dry by itself. I don't want to use the hair dryer. I will add, and then later I will post the same this image. I will post in our chat room. I will just add the signage here. So this is Angela Tulip.
Well, that's an honor. We will meet very Very soon, right?
Sorry, what did you say, Angela?
That we will meet very soon.
Yeah, of course, probably around Europe, or you never know. Maybe you come to Kosovo.
Or maybe in Albania.
Ah, yes. Oh my God, I forgot we're gonna meet very soon.
Ah, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Yes, we will meet there. The organizing that I am doing together with Foti and the other guy. Of course. Oh my God, I got so tired from teaching students, so I forgot about that. I didn't forget about the event, but I forgot to mention that we're gonna meet there. So you already got the ticket, as I know.
Yes, definitely.
Only 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, we will meet also Gio. Oh my God, I forgot Gio is gonna be there and many other friends.
Yeah.
And Lorena.
And Lorena and Anna and many good friends. So it will be a good party, I suppose, huh?
Excellent party.
So I will bring this painting to you, Angela. Count on that.
Oh, come on, come on. It was just,
But please do remind me because I am getting old and I'm forgetting lately. Really,
yeah.
honestly. Remind me to bring that.
I will only accept it if you make me more beautiful and younger.
Okay. Okay, then we can do another painting there. So I will be doing some lifting here around the nose. Here I will add some more reddish transparent queens, which are beautiful to do that kind of effect. But still, it's a little bit wet. I want to leave it a little bit more to get dry, and then I will repost it again. So, okay, I hope I wasn't very boring until now. I will get it a little bit closer. So you will see the beautiful colors and the other things that I try to do in graphical content here and here. The face, I will make it a little bit more with details, so I'm sure it will be a little bit more detailed and much better than this. I will do it very soon. I suppose
That's
the
very interesting, Besnik. You take the head just safe in a drop, and I love it. It's
thank you.
fantastic.
Actually, it was
It's
a
a
bit
very good
experimental.
competition.
It was very experimental for me, and the first, actually, the idea came from yesterday that I did this too. So today I try to do the same thing. I promise you guys it will be much more interesting very soon with a bit more abstract and more expressive face. When I paint the portrait, it will not be this kind of style. I will try to make it more abstract shapes.
It is beautiful. Besnik, it is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful work, Besnik. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you, Besnik. It was fun watching you.
Thank you, Stella. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching me. I hope I didn't make you boring.
You're one of my favorites, Besnik.
Oh, really? Thank you so much.
Just in the last minute, we see Caroline Diebel in Australia jumped on early to join
Oh,
you.
wow.
Great to see you, Besnik. Playful artwork today,
Thank
she
you so
says.
much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you from
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you. Great, Besnik.
Bravo.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bravo.
Wonderful, my
Wonderful
dear
weekend.
friend.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Everyone have a
See you
best
next week.
weekend.